Hello, Carl here with Sustainability Theory News. We're over at niftyhomestead.com, and they have a story about one man's chickens that he raised in a Montana winter, actually over the course of a couple of winters. The first one, he had 12 chickens, they all survived. The second one, he had 30 chickens. It was a little colder winter. He had 2 fatalities. He doesn't believe that they were from the cold, though. Now, most people, they will put a single heat lamp inside of a chicken coop for the winter heat. A lot of people say that's fine. This guy, though, he decided to do it differently and don't put any heat lamp in there. He was worried about the electricity, not only the costs, but the fire hazards, and of course sending a bunch of extension cords out to his chicken shed when he has a bunch of kids that could trip over those cords. Not the best idea. What he discovered is the chickens survived fine in some of the coldest winters America has to offer up there in Montana. They would just fluff up their feathers, stick in their beak, and then tuck their feet underneath their feathers, and they'd be fine. He would monitor them very closely. One chicken made it out of the coop, and one night, the next morning, he was fine. And it's a very simple design for his chicken coop. You can kind of see it in the background here. It's simply a shed, an old shed they converted into a chicken coop. No artificial heat. But the biggest thing was water. The water would freeze over constantly. So he decided to switch over to snow, and the chickens would just eat the snow when they were hydrated because they didn't drink much water. They aren't very active in the winter, which brings us to the last point, winter egg production. He talked about how, as the winter solstice came, egg production slowed down. In the few days before and after the solstice, it was practically non-existent. And then a few days after, it started to pick up slowly but surely. Sort of like a perfect bell curve, he describes it as. Now, if you do want to have egg production throughout the winter time, you're still going to see some slowdown, but if you do have a heated chicken coop, it will keep up some egg production throughout the solstice. Of course, there is more information in this article than I can share here, and I will link to it in the description. If you'd like to see more news headlines like this, subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.